anemia, and all what is been done, and it all is normal. And she's just normal pregnancy. At the beginning of pregnancy, to see whether they have got kind of this condition of vomiting, of nausea, of tiredness, and all is being recorded. So there they get very first advice. We would suggest, because of this condition you're having, possibly it's better not for you to get to fast. But if this all normal level, then possibly we'll advise again, as I said, you can start fasting, then do it the whole week, have a break in between. That would be the advice.
Okay.
And also, because we're talking about pregnancy, it's not 1 day or 2 days. Pregnancy takes for about 40 weeks.
Yes.
So there's quite a long time to go. And then that's what I try to highlight, problems which can arise by a patient who is fasting and they have kind of medical conditions.
Okay, okay.
So this is the effect of fasting during the pregnancy. If you divide the pregnancy in different months, we're talking about the first 3 months. In the first 3 months, by statistic, there is quite a number of miscarriages, or we call in the Gambia abortion, if they have got a medical condition and they do fast. So there is a risk of having miscarriage, losing the pregnancy.
Abortion, yes.
Okay, this is what we say. And also if they continue having medical condition and then the fasting, that can also develop bit by bit the development of the baby inside the womb. Because when they become unhealthy, the baby also can get unhealthy. And when baby is unhealthy, they cannot develop to a normal baby.
Okay.
Okay? And also...
So it means it will retard their growth?
It would be a retardation in baby's growth. Okay? And also, it is statistically, but scientifically, there are evidence of mothers who are not well and who have got some medical condition and fasting, they eventually end up to deliver the baby with a lower birth weight.
Oh.
And it means it came all throughout all the dehydration during the pregnancy they had. Or if then even managed towards the end, and also there is a possibility for the women to become the premature birth. If the baby is being brought about the 8th and then pregnancy week, about 34 weeks, 33 weeks, 32 weeks, those babies are premature. So the chance of those babies to survive is not very much.
Ooh.
So that also can.
It means it's very risky.
It is very risky. And then we should always think when we concentrating of those women pregnant and they have got kind of medical conditions. Right? We're talking about that. And also there are a lot of statistics and a lot of scientific is being done about how when the baby is born, how they would develop after they've been born. And they find out, but those babies who have been dehydrated, had a problem during the pregnancy, and they develop kind of a mental disorder.
Oh.
So it's not only during the developing, while they are in the mother's womb, and also they can develop
when they are already in the womb.
As a result of those complications, as a result of lack of vitamins, they've been dehydrated, and they're not what those essential things they needed to get from mother to grow, and also the brain, the same. So then eventually they will have a kind of a disorder of the development in the childhood and even in the later life. So now, when we know all this, my advice to every pregnant woman in the Gambia is, you consult your health professionals, your nurses, your midwife, your doctors, before you start fasting. There are conditions we will say yes, do it, but don't do it the whole month. And even during the day, if you're fasting and you feel really tired, you feel you're very weak, God will help you to stop that and then to break your fast and don't do it. And one thing as a Muslim I can tell you, Islam is a very tolerant, understanding religion. In the Islam, it gives you the option. You can fast, but do not fast if you are not well. And if you want to pay back, you always have the opportunity after the Ramadan to pay back those days you could not fast. And it's not also about the pregnant woman. We need also one women who are breastfeeding. During the breastfeeding, also the baby need all those stuff and vitamins from the mother during the mother's milk. So during pregnancy, during breastfeeding, do not harm yourself and do not harm your baby. God is understanding, and you can pay back anytime you are healthy. This is what in Islam, when people traveling, for example, they should not fast because they are in stress. Women are menstruating; they should not fast because they are in stress. So that they should not stress you. But in fact, I found something very interesting in the Quran by Prophet Muhammad says, if the woman is menstruating, if you want to divorce your wife, do not divorce her when she is menstruating, because she is going through some physical and mental stress. You can't do it after. And you can see how much understanding bring of in Islam for them. And we have to understand, and we have to follow those kind of instructions. And we always, I would like that every woman who is watching, not only the women, also the husband, the family, watching this program, they always keep in mind, always, there is a life creating in your womb. Look after it. This should be always in the mind. There is something growing in your womb. Do not harm it, and do your best to that.
That's really interesting. There is a life creating in your womb. Look after it. Fasting during pregnancy, does it harm the unborn baby?
Yeah.
How? How does it harm the unborn baby?
Because a pregnant woman does require during the pregnancy every day about an additional calorie to her body, because it's sharing with the baby. The calorie about 300 and 400 calorie additional ones. We are not talking about that pregnant woman should eat big amount to get this calorie. It's not. The calorie could remain also when you have a healthy food. Healthy food, it means food with a lot of vitamins. And thank God in the Gambia, the fresh vegetables are available. So there are a lot of fresh vegetable. And even those women are healthy and they want to fast, they must make sure that before breaking, they must have a lot of fluid to drink. They must avoid sweet drink, fizzy drinks, but they can drink a lot of water in the morning. And also when they start breaking the fast, also they drink. Because this amount of water they get in the body, it means they give them, they will not be dehydrated and will not affect the baby. So if they took all this advice we have given to them, they will end up with a healthy, lovely baby without a problem. If they don't, and then always keep in mind, Islam gives you the opportunity to stay healthy, not to be harmed, and you pay back whenever you can to it.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much. Well, wonderful viewers, thank you once again. I hope you have learned a lot from that. There is a life creating in your womb. Look after it. That was a quote from Dr. Hassan Azadeh. Thank you once again for being here with us.
My pleasure, and I would be happy to be in your program at that time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
God the Most Supreme states that fasting has been imposed on believers, as it has been imposed on the followers of previous religions. They should fast the month of Ramadan in which the revelation of Quran started. It is the duty of every Muslim to fast the month. However, he who is too sick to fast or is on travel during the month can omit fasting during Ramadan, but he has to fast an equal number of days after Ramadan. Surah Al-Baqarah.
wajuba turbi